Welcome student. Let us continue with this second lesson, that is the diversity in a society. We already started and completed this first lesson, uh, that it means our life in a society. So in the first lessons we are come to know about the our responsibilities and our shares of the society, and how we adjust uh, as a person in the society. uh, and in the next lecture, in the next lessons, we are going to the diversity of the society. So every society has a diversifications through the caste wise, class wise, and the cultural wise. So India, as a nations, we have a variety of cultures who lives in the in India, and they live satisfyingly and develop and prosperous themselves in India in the diversity manner. So here are the points of the lessons, that is the 2.1. Diversity is our strength. So we come to know about the different lifestyle, different culture, different equipments, different habits, which are shared by the Indian peoples with each other. So it creates an bond through in them, and it creates the it develops the feeling of oneness, and the said share the same national feeling. So diversity itself is a strength of India. Okay, the principle of secularism. The principle of secularism is a Western concept. It is not fitted with India, but after that also we accept this secularism. Okay, this secularism basically a confused meaning, having a confused meaning. That is, it is related with the church. In France, the King France wanted to separate its power from the church. He wanted to suppress the power of church. So he declared himself as a secular state, which is in which the church will not be interfere. So this is the conflict. This is the secularism is the result of the conflict between the king of France and the church of France. So these principles merely accepted through the whole world, and here also we accept these principles, but it has confused in a state. Okay, because it is this secularism is a concept which is related with the church, and the church is a uh, uh, we can say religion. Church is a followed the Christian religion. So the secularism is related with the religion. It is irrespective of any religion. The uh, uh, political state or political power remains uh, uh, keep him aside from any type of religion. Okay, but in India it is not prevailed a religion, but it is called, we can say, it is a dharma. And dharma is not a concept which is one type of religion. Okay, but student, you must understand that the secularism is a principle that is the idea which uh, the France king introduced in Europe. The contributions of society to our development. This secularism, uh, this diversity, culture are contributed to for the developments. Regulations in the society. This diversity creates and regulations in the society through their own cultures, which preserve prevailed in the society and get prosperous themselves in the society through their uh, um, So let us start with these points, different points. There are many languages, religions, culture, customs, and traditions in India society. This diversity is a mark of our rich cultural heritage. So this diversity in the society has a rich cultural heritage, and it is a prominent power of India. We live among the people who speak different language such as Marathi, Kannada, Telugu, Bengali, Hindi, Gujarati, and Urdu. They celebrate their festival and cultural event in different way. Their mode of worships are also different. So if you wanted to see the different culture that is prevailed in India, we must visit Mumbai. This Mumbai is a multicultural city which different linguistic peoples live together with peaceful manner. They celebrate their own festivals in a peaceful manner, and every persons take a take a share and a part in these cultural events in that city. So while in Mumbai, we can have an experience of this rich cultural heritage. Okay, so there are peoples like in South Indian peoples who live in a Dharavi or that area celebrate their own culture, or that is the Shabramalai Utsav and other religion functions in that area, and other peoples of the Dharavi and that locations take a part in their cultural event, while the Mumbai has its own cultural event such as a Ganapati Utsav. In that Utsav, every person of every culture, every persons of every caste, class, and other respective societal groups, they take part in these functions, rich functions, irrespective of their own groups. Okay, our society, our country consists of regions with the different historical legacies, where these diversities is shared and celebrated, as all these different communities in our country have lived together for many years, and a feeling of oneness is developed among them. This feeling of oneness leads to the unity of Indian society. Uh, society. So here the next point is the diversity is our strength. Okay. Now, if you heard the event that occurs on the boundary of India, that is the Galwan clashes. Okay, there is a clashes between the Chinese army and Indian army. The Colonel Baburam, the colonel of the Bihar regiment is belongs to the southern India, but the army men belongs to the Bihar region. So in Indian military, that is the oneness is a great has a great example for the whole Indian society. Okay, this Colonel Babu Rao, which is belongs to the southern India, is a colonel of that regiment, Bihar regiment, and the army men of that Bihar regiments are Biharis, the giant Biharis. When they heard about the death of their colonel in the clashes, they becomes very angry, and attack on the Chinese in a so harshly that they killed more than 20 Chinese people in that clashes. More than 20, nearly about 40. I think nearly about 40. But they followed the glorious path of their own leader, that is the Colonel Baburao, who sacrificed his life for the India, and their army men, his army men also followed his path, and fight bravely at that boundary. So these army men belong to the Biharis, and the colonel belongs to the South India. But after that also the southern and the northerns become one, create the oneness feeling at the boundary, and give the strong response to that Chinese. Okay, so here we have a strength of Indian culture, that is diversity. So the diversity in a cultural manner, diversity in a linguistic manner, diversity in the human attitude manners. We have this diversity. We have this diversity as a powerful element in our society. To live with the different groups is to experience the coexistence. The coexistence helps to increase the level of understanding among the people. It acquaints us with each other's traditions, customs, and a way of life. We learn to respect each other's way of life. We even adopt certain traditions from others. These helps to increase the feeling of unity in the society. This society unity helps us to face the many natural and social calamities together. Okay, so this diversity creates understanding feeling of the in the society, which shares the different cultural manners. So students, we I also lived in Mumbai, in the Charles, where we have a different linguistic people. Some are belongs to the southern, some are belongs to the northern, some are belongs to the Goans. In that chal, we have a diversity of people in that chal, and we share all the functions together. Together, we as a family. My family celebrates Ganapati Utsav, while there are the Christians family who celebrates Natal. We shares the fruits and foods of their own cultural means. We share the Diwali product, that is ladu, chakli, karanji with these Christian families and family. While in a Natal, they also make these food stuff and share with us. Okay, so this understanding generates the oneness in the society. Okay, because uh, as in the danga which is happened in 1993, In that dangas, the whole society of that chal comes together, form the unity. The young people, young youths come together and form a group to protect the society. In the night, they they comes together to protect whole the child. So this feeling of oneness uh, has generated in the society through their uh, different cultural events. Okay, this is called as the principle of secularism. The indian indian society Indian society consists of a people following different religion. Our constitutions has made an important provision to ensure that all religious communities will have the freedom to worship their according to their faith, and to help develop the feeling of the mutual understanding. India is an important secular nation of the world. We have a great linguistic and religious diversity in our country. In order to preserve this diversity in a sound and the healthy manner, we have accepted the principle of secularism accordingly. No religion is recognized as the religion of our country. Every person has a freedom of worship as per the religion and the religion of their choice. There can be no discriminations among the people on the basis of their religion. The people of all religions are treated equally by the state. Opportunities for the educations, means and livelihoods and the government jobs are made available to all. There is no discriminations on the basis of religion. The principle of secularism having these points. Okay, there are the special provisions in the constitutions for the protection of the religious and linguistic minorities. Minorities are the free to protect and preserve their linguistic and cultural identities. They are also free to bring about the development of their own communities through education. The principle of secularism has helped to maintain the religious harmony in the Indian society. So here in these lessons we are going to study about the secularism and other constitutional and fundamental points which has a part of our society. Okay, so student, we will stop here and we will continue with another point, that is the cooperation of these lessons into the next lecture. Okay.